He is making sure the pre-fires is there for the next person coming through to battle him. But we see Zeus coming through with the overload, going through Dojo. Will he be able to get there like a running back going through the A gap? And he does. Touchdown goes to the Omen Brooklyn squad as they lead up 3-1. As Zeus still had his pistol out, gets traded out immediately by Z, but as his teammates come through with the trades. Might have had a little lack.
No, that was huge. And again, being able to take that lead up 3-1 right now. Intensity looking, it's about to get got in the back. Didn't even see him coming through that little hole there in the house. That is huge. Amelia Rose sitting at 14-5. And I was about to say too, Atlanta Guard, they started off hot with the kills, but it looks like, you know, Omit Brooklyn, they started out a little slow, but they've been able to come back on the back, you know, basically of Amelia Rose coming through. Don't get me wrong, Zeus is coming through just fine. They're up to 3-1 over Atlanta right now on the Chargers.
That is a fact.
They've got to get something going here. They've got to be able to get into that stuff and be able to make some points. They've got to do something, because otherwise I'm afraid that things will get a little out of hand here, especially with the just looking at the KDs. Right now it's a little skewed more towards Omit Brooklyn. Of course, they've got more points as well, so that definitely tells a story there.
I mean, like, if you're part of the Omit Brooklyn squad, you do have Amelia Rose and Zeus popping out. Zeus smiting his enemies, and Amelia Rose just slaying them down as we see Intensity coming through this mid-cut, pushing up, trying to set up for what seems to be a B push, but, you know, the overload charges on the A lane. As we see number 5, Zacharoni, just cooking up his competition, but gets traded out immediately by Zeus coming through with some fire heat. As we see Amelia Rose push up left side out of Ruse. Z holding over bottom U, pushing near couches. But we see Zeus with the overload charge get traded out immediately, just falling into a firing squad as they're going for an A push. It's going to be a bang out in P2, but let's find out what happens. As we see Berserk popping through with the sub, trying to get the trades, as we see backside Zeus coming through, making sure nothing gets past him like Gandalf, you shall not pass. As we see Z and backside couches getting traded out. Zeus popping through overload charge. Is he going to be a Saquon Barkley? Is he going to make the touchdown? But we can never count out Amelia Rose because she is slaying out, but she gets traded out by Zacharoni. Intensity pushing. Will he be able to get it? Juking out the competition. 2 shooters looking for him, but gets shot in the back by Zeus as we go into halftime. 3-1 is your current score.
That was tough. They are, I can't lie, Omit Brooklyn, they are doing a great job of holding down that perimeter, keeping the folks from Atlanta Guard being able to get in there and just score. Which is huge, because not only that, but they're also going on the offense, and they themselves were able to score 3 times. So they've got a nice balance of some folks sitting back, making sure that they're protecting that that pocket there, and then the folks that are being aggressive, getting out there, grabbing a charge, and then dunking that son of a gun in.
You know, I cannot disagree with you on this one, OG, because, you know, you look at it right now, Amelia just popping off 19-11 like a Colt 45, as we see Luke 11-11, Zeus 16-9, Kofax 11-14. They're just out slaying Atlanta Guard. Like I said, you know, sometimes in these game modes, high slaying can make up for a lot if you know how to slay properly. You set up your spawn traps, you know, you get right or you get left, my favorite saying.
That was a huge trade there. Intensity sitting there throwing out a grenade, and we've got Zeus coming in what looks like the backside of B here. They're gonna, yeah, Zeus has got nowhere to go there as they're taking down Berserk, taking down one as well. Looks like Atlanta might be able to get it on the offensive. I think they've got numbers here, so they might be looking at being able to get in and dunk that charge in and get up on that score. We'll see if they're able to do that. Intensity's currently holding it. Amelia Rose 21-12 and Zeus 19-11. Again, I can't, those numbers keep standing out to me because they're holding such a dominant place within this match as well. It looks like Amelia Rose is going to get in and detonate there on B. That's huge. Omit Brooklyn going up 4-1. Atlanta Guard's got to make a move here sooner than later before they get too far behind here. I don't know. What do you think they can do to kind of flip the script here?
Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought they was going to get that overload charge in, but like you can't do nothing about a thing. I mean, like it's not looking peachy if you're a part of the Atlanta Guard team because you can't set up your proper spawn traps. They're rushing in the overload charge. You got your overload charge holder just over here slaying out, but oh, never mind. Zeus gets a rippage going on. 5-1. You might as well just start wearing your black suits because you're already attending your own funeral if you're Atlanta Guard. As we see intensity going into that P side too. Well, P2 side, actually. Mixed up the words a little bit because I am bamboozled by the amount of shooting we see on this map.
Yo, these are facts too, and there's not too much longer, I imagine, before the end here. Atlanta Guard just getting down, and really it was the staunch defense of Omit Brooklyn that's kind of held Atlanta Guard here in place for where they can't even get, anytime they've gotten close to the area, either somebody's shooting them in the back or they're getting clipped on the side or whatever. So that strong defense really pulling through here for Omit Brooklyn, obviously being able to come on the other end and be offensive as well, dunking in 5 and almost getting this thing done. We are currently sitting at 1-1 with Omit and Atlanta. This is map 3. So we'll see how this plays out and then kind of go from there.
It seems like any money I just put on Atlanta just got lost. So, I'll be living in a cardboard box on the side of the road here soon. But, besides that, if anybody wants to rent a room to me, I'm fine with it. But with that being said, we are seeing a 5-1 deficit coming out with the Omit team. 4 up in the series score right now. Well, no, 2 up, about to be 2 up in the series score, 4 up in game score right now with the overload. As we see Zeus just sliding around like he's Hydra and BO6 with the shots. Intensity tries to get one, but gets slimed out by his own teammate. A little slang for anybody that does not know some. But going into it, we see Amelia Rose, 31-19. Holy holy hell, because she is raising hell and she is not even needing to praise Dale because she is getting kills out the wazoo as she drops a cruise missile, gets a 2-piece like she's Mike Tyson in his debut back out of prison as she knocks out her competition. As we look at Z holding over bottom U, popping out, trying to get some kills, trying to salvage whatever is left, but nothing can help you. You got 53 seconds left. What can you do with 53 seconds? I don't know. Sing a song, maybe, or just make something happen because we are just seeing them slayed out, getting put in the dirt. I mean, holy. As we see Z gets a kill on Amelia Rose, but that's going to help you with your deficit. Berserk holding over left side, Dojo front, gets a kill. Could they string together multiple overloads? Who knows? Only time will tell.
30 seconds to do so.
30 seconds is a lot of time for a lot of people, but 30 seconds ain't a lot of time when you're down 5.
No, especially with the kind of defense Brooklyn's been throwing down. There is not a lot they can do. They're not getting the shots. They're not winning the trade-offs. This is, a matter of when, not if. Unfortunately for Atlanta Guard here in Overload, they were able to take that. So that was huge. Omit Brooklyn winning that pretty easily there, hands down. So there just wasn't a lot, again, Atlanta started out hot. They were getting the kills, and then it just kind of, I feel like it just kind of fell off from there. And then, Amelia Rose, clearly do not let Amelia Rose get hot because she will throw 37
not
in
one.
your face.
I would like to report a murder. The murderer, Amelia Rose, holy, absolute masterclass out of there. I mean, killing them. I mean, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
What a display. And this is not
display. It was a massacre. Holy.
Because Zeus had a phenomenal game as well. I mean, the two of them there together, it makes sense as to why it was 6-1 there as the final score. So GG's to them. That is not how I thought that was gonna play out either. So wow.
You think? Yeah, I mean, you didn't bet on Atlanta getting the overload. I thought, I was like, hey, they did good map one. They looking good respawn. And then all I see is Amelia pop takeover like it's 2K or something. I mean, like, evil goat mode, like 2K25, like.
Yeah. And they flowed with that momentum and just carried it on to the next one. So we'll see if that carries over to the next map, or if Atlanta's able to kind of reload, restock, and get back in the game, get locked back in here for this next map as well. So,
and it's a den. So I mean, if Amelia doesn't have more than 40, I don't know. Hey, let's put a part. Let's I don't know. I think I got her going over 40 for this map forecast. 37 on an overload.
Insanity. I love it though. This match, it's been fantastic.
Blissful.
And they're up. Omit Brooklyn is up 2-1 on Atlanta. And we'll be going to Den next. So that's gonna be fire. Amelia Rose has been absolutely murdering people. Zeus as well has been doing fantastic. So I believe in Atlanta though. They're gonna turn it around here. We're getting started. We got Hardpoint. Let's see. It looks like Berserk got Intensity got Zeus is down. Omid Brooklyn's got the advantage right now. We'll see if they're able to get in there, or if Atlanta can hold them off here.
With number 6 Intensity going through a flank through couches, getting caught immediately by Luke. We do see Kofax shouldering it crazy on P1 as there's one top window, one holding his bottom right U. Ooh, let's see what happens right now. As we see Zacharoni gets a wall bang on Luke, intentionally sliding through like he's sliding into the DMs, casting checks, gets the kill, goes through top side broken, looks into the backside spawns for P2. What are we doing? Oh no.
Friendly fire. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's 2 down. I think that was both of them that went down there.
To the same person.
Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. Brooklyn takes over their scoring now, and it looks like they've got it locked down for the moment. Nope, they're sitting there. There we go. They got it back there. Let's see. Berserk's looking to push in a little bit. Gets one there, but they're gonna be sitting with at least 1 or 2 people sitting. Yeah. And he got around that corner, as well as Luke gets got, actually. Amelia Rose.
I mean, Z with a 3-piece. I was about to say 4-piece, but no, he did not get that final one. Uno, dos, tres, as we call it. As we look at Intensity pushing through that right side wall run, does he get the kill on window? But no, Kofax just gets the kill. Amelia Rose holding over P1, bottom side U, left side. As we see them still spawning out backside P2.
Oop.
Rippage coming through for Amelia. Are we sure we're watching it perfectly?
Yeah, that was pretty,
because that's a sub in her hands. Oh my god, that is a sub in her hands.
And there they go. New hardpoint location with Omid Brooklyn on that rotation, sitting ready to take and score there. That'll be huge for them to come back over. We'll see if they're able to defend here. We've got Zacharoni getting got from the right side. Didn't see it coming. And it looks like somebody is no, they were on the point. They at least stopped it for a little bit there. We've got Intensity sitting on the backside here, is not able to get that kill, ends up getting got. However, we've got somebody, Zacharoni, laying down, taking him out. Amelia Rose trying to slide in, contesting here. That's huge. Gets the kill there. Looking to take some more names and kick some more ass.
Absolutely. We're taking names, kicking ass, chewing bubblegum, but we're never coming in last if we're part of this Omid team right now, because we're seeing Zeus swinging corners like his Rainbow Six looking through, but we do see that Zeus is just gliding through with the kills and the bullet potential. as we see Zaccaroni coming through, trying to hold it down for the squad. But, you know, you're in a contested point as Amelia Rose shooting at friend and foe, but still slaying those woes because we see something going crazy right now. It's the intensity 7 and 10 at the current moment. Does not look his outer roof, gets shot for his
That's crazy.
mistake.
I don't know how they didn't see that person standing there. I thought they saw them for sure. And it looks like they did not see them at all. Oh,
Certain times
going to take point.
certain times when you're playing the game, you got to focus on who's your biggest priority. You think your teammate got the chow and he does not have a chow, and then you're just stuck looking kind of stupid on the caster cam.
I feel that. Yo, Atlanta Guard still got this trophy system sitting in there as well. I'm surprised that hasn't gotten destroyed. Looks like Hardpoint shifted back over, and Brooklyn sits on top. I can't believe they, you know, that was kind of, I feel like that was kind of a slow rotation there. Hookem, I feel like we haven't a lot of times seen it where they're really, by the time the point has moved over, I feel like teams are typically there. I don't know if that was a positioning thing or what happened there, but that was kind of interesting because Atlanta had like nobody over there.
You know, certain times you do see a lot of rotations, a lot of setups like that. We're just like, oh, it's a ghost town. But, you know, you sometimes just got a heavy play for your spawn so you can catch back up. You know, it's a 24-point deficit right now if you're Atlanta Guard. You're not really getting that many kills. I mean, you got Amelia on Omid 14 and 10, 15 and 10. My fault. I apologize. Luke 15 and 9. Zeus 11 and 12. Kofax 13 and 8. You know, on Atlanta, you're not getting that many kills, but you are getting time pretty consistently. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh. Nasty gunfight between Zaccaroni and Luke, but we see Berserk sliding through. Drop him, nephew. Drop him. As we look at it going into it, we do see that intensity does get the kill. Berserk looking at the backside. Zeus pushing up on stairs. You got the high ground, but he got the better gunny is what he's thinking. As we look at it, Kofax coming into couches, getting shot up a little bit, 5 HP. You can sneeze on him and he dies.
You sneeze on him, it's a wrap. There's one sitting on that corner though. Zaccaroni might be able to get in with that kill. Should be able to pop in there. Oh no, I'm sorry. They were defending. Atlanta's got that. I don't know why not more of a sit back there and push out. I feel like okay, I see. It moved over, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. And this is still pretty tightly contested too. We're sitting at 135, 117. But like we saw the first time that they played Hardpoint, the swings can be massive. It only takes you know, some strategic positioning or a few kills where you're able to sit and really kind of like lock in and just kind of defend that point and get those points up. We're sitting at 138, 122. Pretty evenly matched, but again, like you're saying too, Dizzle, the big difference so far has been that KD. Brooklyn's KD versus Atlanta's KD. I feel like there's a marginal difference. We're starting to see some of them creep up, but for the most part, Atlanta's sitting in a negative KD, while Omid's sitting in the positive side, and the numbers don't lie, my friend.
Oh, numbers never lie, especially whenever it comes to cashing in checks. Whenever we look at it right now, we do see a 40-point differential between Atlanta Guard and Omid Brooklyn, as we do see Berserk coming through that P1, gets the rippers going on, as we see Z pushing through the right side. Ooh, what we got going on?
That was crazy.
When he gets the kill, absolute masterclass. Good double chow, bait and switch. Sometimes you got to do it. Sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Zaccaroni stunning his teammate to death. I never thought I had to say those words. As we see Zaccaroni makes up for it, gets the kill on Kofax. Oh, but gets slimed on point by Luke. Intensity holding over by himself. Gets killed. Berserk coming through, gets traded out by Luke, and Luke kills his teammate. We're seeing a lot of team kills coming through on his P4.
Yeah, that's been absolutely huge in them being able to kind of hold on to the point, even if they're just contesting and it's not, you know, ticking up in points. They're still able to hold on, and then they're defending it and then being able to get it back up, which again puts that disadvantage on Omid Brooklyn side. They were able to take over there though, so everybody's pretty far away. So I feel like the point's up for grabs for, oh, well, it's a new hard point anyway. So it looks like Brooklyn might have already had that. No, nope. I am a liar. It's Atlanta. Atlanta made a rotation. They are there now, and it looks like he's got a little bit of breathing room as well. Zacharoni getting some kills there. Berserk coming in on that backside. Ooh, wanted that headshot, but couldn't deliver on it. Ouch, that hurts. Omit Brooklyn takes over possession. Z's coming in from up top, drops down, gets a kill, and then trades out. Yeah, this is not looking good here. Atlanta needs to make some sort of offensive move, get Luke off of the point, maybe have somebody swing around and try to flank here. They did get on top though. So somebody I didn't see, somebody got Luke there off the point, and they're coming up. There's only a 20-point deficit here as we hit the 230 mark. And
you know, that is really a tide shifter if you're part of the Atlanta Guard. You know, you got a good bit of P1 time. You're getting into this P2 right now. I had to switch my gun. You know, you gotta keep the taste fresh. As we look at it, Atlanta Guard is trying to make a comeback. This will be detrimental to Omid Brooklyn's what's the word I want to use for it? Momentum. I wasn't gonna say motivation, but nah. Let's say momentum as we see Amelia Rose coming through. One woman army. Sorry, big dog. Let me correct myself talking about the OG. But gets traded out immediately by intensity. As we see Berserk going for a rotate into this P3, trying to get the back dojo spawns as Amelia Rose holding over couches. Berserk back dojo, but gets firing squad like he stole a piece of bread in Imperial Japan. As we're looking at
yo,
okay, that was
yo,
that came off the backbone. That came off the backboner. Burner.
Fantastic.
All right.
Brooklyn bringing it back in here. But it looks like Lou's trying to come up this side and at least get a contest in. They're sitting at 10 points ahead at 230 almost. I don't think Zeus is going to drop in here. That's going to be huge. No. There he goes. Now Luke is contesting. He's going to need some kills here. This is huge, but Luke's not going to be able to get it. Got Amelia Rose hoping to be able to get in, but it's going to be tough to get in. At least, okay, gets a contest.
A lot of movement coming out of her, but you know, this is all going towards the P4. This is the make or break for both teams.
Yeah, this is huge. This rotation here is gonna solidify it for whoever. They need to omit. Brooklyn needs to get on there quickly though and get some kills. Otherwise, Atlanta Guard's going to be able to take this over. And Omid Brooklyn does take the point here. And it looks like Berserk gets the kill to recapture the point. They're 5 away from locking it in. Ooh, that 2-banger from Zeus. That was absolutely huge. Oh my God.
And he is continuing his streak.
No, not today. Not today.
But the kills might be in. 8 seconds needed for Omid Brooklyn.
My goodness.
6 needed for Atlanta Guard. Don't let it be say it so. Don't let them come back and win like this. And 1 second left. Oh
my gosh. Dude, that was insane. That was absolutely insane. How Zeus went nuts there at the end. Zeus went absolutely berserk. Was murking people left and right, jumping up, sliding.
Oh my God.
Nasty. Oh my goodness.
That's a heartbreaker. Oh my God. No way. I thought it was Atlanta. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. I cannot believe that. I thought Atlanta had it locked down. Zeus said no. Not today. Not today.
Absolutely not today.
You dead. That was crazy.
I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree
there.
He was going crazy at the end. Oh, I mean, like that
Wow.
was so phenomenal. But let's discuss how that change of pacing went. You thought Omen Brooklyn would have won map one. They didn't.
Mhm.
Atlanta won. Going to map two, I said Atlanta should have won. They seem really like a tight knit team. They play their game right. They do everything right. We go into
What
that
do you
map
do?
three. We go to map three. I thought Atlanta might have it. Emilia just popped a takeover, just took over the lobby. I guess it's whatever. Map four, it was a bang out, but Lord, they did not win that last rotation, and it costed them the game.
And we talked about that too, that being a huge rotation there. And it looked like, I mean, the writing was there where Atlanta had the positioning to be able to do it. And I don't know if it's necessarily, for me, if I'm in a position like that, I feel like I would almost want to play it conservatively. And maybe that's a mistake. Maybe they should have stayed more aggressive and spread out a little bit instead of being compacted into that one zone. I think that made a huge difference because Zeus came in and said, yo, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. Let's go.
In situations like that, you really and truthfully do not want to be bunched up on a rotate because, one person could come through, ruin your days. In a rotate, you only bunch up when you're trying to break. If they're already set up and heal, you want to come in together. You want to hit from every possible angle and just immediately crash in there. But speaking of Zeus, let's pick our MVP of the game. We got a lot of options right now. I mean, Emilia popping takeover map three. I mean, like absolute masterclass coming out of the Atlanta boys on map one. Z and them. But I'm thinking, and I think you can't even disagree with this. I gotta say, my boy Zeus is MVP. He's popping takeovers when needed. He's coming down, smiting his enemies. He's showing why he is the king of all Romaine.
No, I agree 100%. Zeus, and I think throughout each map, Zeus was the most consistent. Zeus was putting up numbers. Obviously, we saw that huge play there at the end with the kills taking over and tallying those points up. Chat's sitting there saying that Luke is the MVP of the. Come on, I want to hear the case. I want to hear the case for Luke because I do remember we did talk about Luke and Luke did some firework as well.
All right. Let me pull this out real quick. Let me pull this out. All right. HPKD 1.26, SND 2.4, and then we got overload 1.567. Get off me. Get off me.
Filthy.
Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. I'm leaving here with something, and I'm leaving here right.
Yeah.
I with my first casting here at the, this great organization, I would like to thank everybody for your time of letting me be here at the LSL. Some of y'all may see me around the COD scene, some places, everywhere. I'm just a little drifter. I'm a little homeless man. I got the little ransack on my back, walking around, going everywhere, hanging on trains, going everywhere. But I'd like to thank everybody for letting me come here and cast this wonderful match. I'd like to thank Smitty for being the main caster for this matchup. And, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, honestly. So that's just enough for me.
No, it's been huge. And again, Dizzle, thank you so much for coming through and sitting down with me here today. I appreciate it. This is the big kickoff of season 1. So we're super excited to be here. We've got LA Rumble coming up next as well. It's LA and Texas, correct? I believe it is LA. LA got all starters. Tamer is, I heard that guy Tamer is on the LA squad. I'm excited to see them play though, and just see them get down and dirty. Obviously, everybody coming off in this, coming off the new season, kicking off. There's a little bit of rust sometimes that needs to get, kind of scraped off and whatnot. But that was a fantastic opening match there as well. We're excited here for this next match to Legacy Showdown. Come on, how dare you? How you do Tamer like that?
You can never do Tamer like that because he is ready to play. But
let's go.
With that being said, everybody, I would like to say it again. thank you for letting me come here. I'm Dizzle the First, aka Dizzle, or you can call me Dizzy Diz. But I'm joined here by the elusive, the elegant, the masterful, the greatest uncle of all time, Smitty. And we are brought to you another cast of You Know It.
That's
LSL.
right. It is the LSL. We are here. We are doing it. They are getting things set up right now for our next match. And we'll be right back. And we are back here again. Huge thank you to Dizzle for filling in on that first game. We've got Refresh here. Thank you so much for coming in, Refresh. We got a big match coming up. Lay it on us, brother.
Yeah, we got LA Rumble versus Rated Texas. I just want to thank you guys for slotting me in here and getting me in here real quick. Dude, I'm excited to cast some Call of Duty with you guys, man. Really excited. I've seen a lot of these players before, and I'm excited to keep watching.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. Especially the fact this again is our the kickoff for season 1. We had a huge match between Omit Brooklyn and Atlanta Guard. Omit Brooklyn ended up taking it all, so that was huge from them. Is there anything that you expect or are hoping to see here in this next match between Rumble and Rated Texas, or just kind of going in and seeing how folks play it out?
Yeah, so what I'm curious to see is, I mean, we're still pretty early in this game, new title. A lot of the people have been playing in some kickoff tournaments and stuff. I'll be curious to see how S&D looks. I think Respawn, a lot of people play pubs when they were doing camo grinding and stuff like that. And a lot of people, obviously, they have those map rotations down. But the S&D is really, it's really going to be interesting. So I think it's gonna be. I'm curious to see how these players play it, whether they play for picks or whether they're gonna hit bomb site pretty fast. I'm excited to watch some S&D strategy.
Yeah, and S&D is always such a different beast from the other game modes and stuff like that they play as well. You got to be a lot more patient. And again, it is, what's your strat? Are you going in for the kills? Are you looking for plants? It's always interesting to see how they, come out playing, and then the kind of adjustments that they make as they play as well. All right, here we go.
It looks like we're getting right into it. I mean, I love the purple and yellow. Excited to see a hard point on Scar. This P1 is going to be super contested. I mean, you're going to be fighting over towards this hotel side for P2. So I'm curious to see how this first rotation plays out. I mean, we'll be seeing the slang, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we'll see. It looks like LA Rumble's gotten off to a quick start here with Rated Texas coming in and contesting here a little bit. Nobody currently getting points. They're jockeying for that position. Yeah, and it looks like Rumble may have taken over for a second there. Yeah, they're on the board now. So we'll see. It looks like we're getting towards the end here, so they should be looking at rotating and looking to hit that next point here.
Yeah, and if you look at this player at number 3 right now, Taj is already chilling up on top of this hotel side. Going to be looking over towards, now he's actually on the bottom. He's going to be at the sub, rotating towards blue, but the player sliding out on blue side, able just to fry them. And just like that, I mean, they're just able to take control. He's a pretty easy break. I thought they had an early setup there, but Ziff did getting time, and they're starting to take control over up top. Some good AR shots. It's pretty standard
stuff here. That's a nice little
pick
there. Yeah, that was a nice pick there by Adonis through the fence there, killing that guy up top. But unfortunately for them, Rated Texas has been locked down. They are freaking locked in here, and they are just sitting on this point. However, Rumble was able to get a pick there, but Rated Texas still scoring. LA Rumble most likely looking to make that rotation, hopefully get on that point and make those adjustments so they can start scoring here. Otherwise, things might get out of hand. There's a 70-point difference right now, which is going to be freaking huge for Rated Texas.
Yeah, and you see that 3 and 4 arrow starting to rotate over towards this P3. But look at this weird split spawn that we got. We got players spawning over on green right now. So a little bit, ripping the player off the heady, able to get a nice pinch on it, take control over the top of the map. Zifted's going to be chilling out in this head glitch, staring at these players over on blue side. I like it a lot. I think that was less so unfortunate spawns. I think you had a lot of those blue arrows kind of pushed up too forward on that blue side, and I forced these yellow arrows to spawn over on green. I mean, the mini map on Scar can be a wondrous thing. We will always forever stories will be told about the mysteries of spawns on green.
Right, and it looks like LA Rumble, they were able to get in there a little bit. Of course, this hard point is gonna move here shortly, and they need to, I mean, to me, they just need to get a lot more aggressive here. Again, we talked about looking at these KDs, and right now, Rated Texas, they're all sitting there for the most part with positive KDs, where we've got some, Taj is struggling a little bit here over on LA Rumble side. So hopefully they're able to kind of turn that around a little bit. It makes a huge difference when it comes to this number game and being able to have the numbers to take over these points.
Yeah, we'll need to keep our eye on Taj here. That number 3 arrow. I mean, if you're not getting kills, you got to get time, get damage. That can, you know, get info, get some call outs, do what you can to help out your teammates. Because at the end of the day, this is a team effort. Like stealing kills is something that people complain about in pubs, but when you're playing in a setting like this, it all goes to the same place, right? And right now, it looks like they're starting to like close that gap on the lead. You know, by the time this ends, I mean, if they win this rotation, I mean, they'll be tied right away. So Zifted, Dios, Knack, and Ham are going to be playing pretty much defense on this side of the map, just trying to keep these players out, keep these green spawns. That number 6 arrow is going to be spawning in the back. Same with the number 8, just setting up well. I mean, you have Green Dose, though, able to make a play. I would like to pay attention to that arrow right there. Wins first one, then ends up falling. So that green spawn's still in favor of those yellow arrows, man. And it's, you don't want to let this get away from you. Just keep contesting. This can be a really ratty hill. Both sides can hit it pretty good. Sometimes people get fried off of top green. Those walls are paper thin. So if you hit mid cut and you just slam it right, you can get a drop on a lot of these players. But yeah, now you're starting to see the lead grow.
There, right? Yeah, it's like that's gonna be tough there when you're getting 2 bangers and stuff like that. Although LA Rumble was able to come back and get into the point there for the last 10 seconds. So that's gonna be huge. And that point previously was absolutely huge in terms of momentum shift for them. They've been able to close that gap in here type. So we've got a game here, folks.
Yeah, it's about a 10-second gap, especially after I'm done with the sentence, man. But P1 again, super ratty. You can really lock down this hill on both sides of the map. It's just how well you use these head glitches and if you can use them effectively. You can see the players start to flood in towards 10, watching that mid gap, but Taj just ripped Knack off of that, and they're going to be able to flood right into this. Hopefully you get a little bit of control. Adonis is going to have to get a 2-piece there. Not able to do it, is going to fall. Dios circling around the map, looking for somebody. Gets picked off.
Knocked out.
Yeah, that 2v1 situation's not ideal. I would like to see some of these players and some of these arrows kind of grouped up and double hitting these players a little bit better. I'm seeing a lot of one-on-one gunfights. And if you're going to get back into this game, you really need to start double challenging these players, making sure that they get off of that point and make sure that lead doesn't grow. And honestly, after that P1, it looked kind of disastrous for them, but the lead didn't grow that much. So it's still in a very reasonable spot. Honestly, it's still a really close game. This P2, P3 combination is going to be spicy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right now, it's really anybody's game. We've seen those huge momentum shifts, or you get a nice rotation after, sitting on the hill for a while, and that can completely swing the game. So, we're seeing Knack. I think Knack grabbed a couple people. Knack got there. Zifted, sitting. Taj looking to get in, but Taj is not going to be able to get in there. Contesting a little bit right now, so the lead hasn't gone away too much there. They still got somebody. Adonis is looking to get that kill and is going to be able to step in and take those points. That was a huge little bang there. And we'll see
when we were
10
talking
seconds
about
left.
when we were talking about Taj earlier, they were super pretty negative, and honestly, they're pretty double negative there, but look at the time that they have. That right there is a testament of keeping that game close. You realize that you're not the one slaying, you know what I mean? Still early in the game, you're trying to figure out your role on this team. This is the season opener. What are you going to do to keep your team in it? And it does look like we have a little bit of a technicality here, technical malfunction, but hey.
That's that is technology there.
Yeah, we will wonder forever.
But as far as like that match and whatnot, refresh, like what were you seeing? What looked good from both sides?
From both sides here, we saw a lot of different types of pacing, right? I think these teams are really gonna have to figure out when this next respawn comes in. When, like, again, I gotta reiterate this because I see a lot of people do it. Double chow with your teammate, get those assists. If you look at these really good teams and these really good players, you gotta look at that assist column, and a lot of the time that assist column is pretty even with like half of their kills, right? And then it just a testament for a lot of damage.
So you think like in situations like this, do you think this is a moment where they can kind of look at some of those stats and maybe make some adjustments before going back in?
I mean, it's hard to look at stats right after a game. I think after the series, yeah, you look at it, you go back and look at the VOD. But when it's during the match, let's say you lose this game 1, you have to be able to roll into this game 2 with a fresh mindset. It's very easy for like mindsets to spiral out of control. People start pointing fingers, and you're a new team, right? Even if, no matter how much practice you have, this is the first time you're really competing in this league on this level. So you just gotta have these conversations in a way where it's meaningful and helpful. And I think in between games, it's never meaningful and helpful. You obviously gas your players up when they play well, but if you lose that first game, it's keeping that mentality and rolling it into the next game, right? Like, what's the positive we can take away? Okay, man, you did a really good job. All right, let's get into the search. Let's talk about, we got offense. Let's talk about where we're going to hit. Like, just keeping those comms clear and just, keep your feeling. I mean, just, dude, like, there's always a time for a talk.
Yeah, no, you're right, because it's easy to hear negative and then all of a sudden get a spiral or things don't go well. And you made some really good points too. Number one, the fact that just looking at time on the hill is just as important as that KD and how impactful it can be for your team. Again, it's been huge because that's what's kept that game so close. So that's fantastic what they're doing. Again, we'll see if going back in and whatnot, what kind of adjustments they make, how this ends up playing out. Right now, how we're sitting, this really is anybody's game. The swings and momentum and making good strategic moves when it comes to rotating can make all the difference in the world. So I'm excited to see, once we get back up here, see it all, how it plays out, how it finishes out, and see what kind of adjustments and whatnot they make on their end. So
yeah, and again, I would love to, you always want to sit in the room and listen to how these players are communicating, right, when they're in game, but we have the audacity here to speculate about what they're talking about as far as their game goes. So yeah, I think these conversations and a lot of the attitude comes across in game. And a lot of the times you can kind of see, like, when teams are, like, let's say, a really good example is forced on a reset. When they're forced on a reset and you see, not necessarily, like, you don't see their faces, you're not hearing them, but you can see the way they're playing in game, like how things like that affect them. And I think just rolling with the punches, man. Just rolling with the punches.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about, especially when it comes to dealing with technology, internet issues, and things like that. That stuff is going to that stuff's going to happen. So from a player perspective, I imagine you've got to kind of be able to lock in, not allow stoppages or any kind of outside factors kind of get in your head, and just stay focused up on the task at hand.
Yeah, the task at hand, man. It's really that's really the most important thing. Everyone's experience with competitive games is very, very different. You know what I mean? And it's a personal battle, no matter how you look at it. So it's just keeping the attitude positive, man. And it's the same thing with great example is also like with like production, with like what we're going through right now. Like, we can sit here and complain about like the game and stuff crashing, but man, I just want to watch more COD, dude. That's why I'm here.
Okay, it looks like Texans did end up taking that first game here. So that's answering you there, False Derek TV. Texans take that, or Texas, I'm sorry, Texans. Texas takes that first map. So we should be getting back up here shortly so we can bring that action to you guys. So we shall resume here shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, let's take a quick break here and then we'll get that stuff going here, guys. All right, and we are back with the action search and destroy coming at you at raid. And we're getting in fresh. If you missed it, Texas took that first round. They are up 1-0.
Yeah, I would have loved to watch the end of that, but we got to look forward to new things. And the new thing is the search and destroy. We're going to watch these players in purple and yellow, see if they can make a bounce back so far in this round one, getting the first blood, effectively trading up 3-1. Ham has got a mountain to climb here with a 1v3.
That's a tough task.
Oh,
Oof.
got to get those kills fast, you know, like there's that debate. Do you want to hide? You know what I mean? And play slow and play your life. I'm a big fan of if you're in a 1v3, 1v2, and you can get that first kill out of the way, you're gonna make those other players panic. So I like the challenge on the gunfight here. Cut it out. But again, dude, those walls are so thin in this game. Top bedroom is, dude, those walls are made out of paper. Like,
Yeah, and that was just a tall task to have to come down. Ham was there by by themselves, and I think Rumble had majority of their people. So in order to get that done, it would have been tough, but they finished that out here. Obviously, LA Rumble sitting pretty with one, while Rated Texas is going to try to bring it back here and get on the board here. Let's see. It looks like Monka's got the bomb here. They're dropping or planting over on B. Right. Yep. That's
that was a
huge
fast round. Yeah. LA Rumble
they
just hit
wasted no
B.
time.
Yeah, they got the 2 dead right away. 2v4 there for Texas. I mean, this B side, right? I mean, it's wide open. There's a few windows that you got to look at. You got Tiki. You even have the pool. A lot of players like to hide out in the pool now.
Yep.
Because you can fry pretty good if you're just floating on top. It's so hard when you're down a player and trying to hit that B side. But we're hopping on board with this offensive team. I'm curious to see where bomb goes if they keep trying to hit out this B side. Obviously, if you get the plant there, it's also very easy to see it. A is a little bit harder to see unless you have top laundry or top art. Damn, jumping up and down like a bunny rabbit.
I don't know how they do that and they hit those shots. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's insane. When you get fried off of somebody jumping up top zig, it makes me, dude, I want to pull my hair out.
Right, I'd be raging out. It'll be interesting to see where they go if they end up hitting up A or B. They're kind of sitting here. They might just be going to play for the kills too.
Yeah, the bounce back's unreal.
That's wild. Rumble's not messing around right now. They're up 3-0 on Rated Texas, getting the work going in and getting those kills. I saw Taj is killing it as well, sitting at 5-0 right now, putting in work. Adonis as well. So this will be huge. They're gonna need to. Rated Texas needs to turn it around here and get some stuff going if they want to have a chance. So we'll see what they do if they change it up. If they get maybe a little more aggressive, we'll see. Greendales picks up that bomb. Ham sitting over B right now, looking up top.
Yeah, Taj with a big gunfight in mid, getting the first blood off of Knack. Bomb still floating around in mid, a little bit dangerous spot, but they're going to opt to go down towards pool. You're going to see a little bit of a B plant go down. The only person really in position here is Zifted. Gonna have to probably pop out money and try to get a pick here, but they're gonna wait for your teammates. I think it's smart play. As soon as you crowd across that middle door, you can get seen from this player here. This player here is doing a really good job staying hidden. People coming out of kitchen and aren't gonna see them right away. And if DL's pushes in an awkward position, timed. There it is. There's
that
one.
was nice. There it is.
Ham with a nice slide, but not able to land the shots with the pistol. 1v3 from Zifted. Zifted in mid, was able to get the first kill.
That's
has
tough.
everybody in his
Gets
sights,
one.
but only has 3 seconds, man.
Yeah. Not much you can do there. That was a valiant effort by Zifted there, getting 2 of the 3 at the end. Just not enough time to completely handle business there. So LA Rumble, they are looking strong right now, not playing around here in search and destroy, and just getting to work, doing business.
Yeah, they're looking great. They're looking great in the search and destroy, man. Their decision making is very clear. When the bomb's picked up or where they're at on defense, you can tell what the play is, and that's not in a oh my gosh, it's obvious. It's in you can definitely tell they're communicating well. Like, they're splitting up really nicely on the map right now. Look at that fan, right? All 3 lanes of these covered. 8's looking for info. You have a player in Tiki staring up bedroom, making sure there's not a big B push. 7's on the outside of laundry, and 6 is on that heady looking over towards rocks. A lot of info here, and you see that number 5 arrow. You see Greedo starting to push up. No info, nothing on bedroom. Would they have hit bedroom by now? Probably, right? So they're playing a little antsy. I'm curious to see what that arrow is going to look like later on in this round. You don't want them to push out too far. Don't overextend. Play for that info.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Zifted is going to slide in. We're on Taj now, sitting over A. Gets got. I didn't even see who it was that got them. That was kind of crazy. It looks like Bomb's making its way over to A. as well. They're planting right now. We'll see if Boom.
Nope.
Boom's sitting there. Did they
Nope,
not?
that bomb
They
goes
did not.
down on A.
Ooh,
He said, not in my house.
Oh, nay. Not that was easy. Yeah, I thought plant was in.
Yeah, plant
Looks
is
like
going
about
down
15
now.
seconds
Yep.
left.
Yeah, plant is going down now. It's going to extend that timer to 45.
Oh, okay. That's
Trade
huge.
after trade after trade. 2v2. Ham with two sniper shots. I don't know
Mac
if they're
and
playing
Green.
with GAs, so I don't know if that's considering them losing a sniper life or if they're playing in the CDL GA. If they are, then he only has one life left with that sniper. If not, then, just pick it up later.
Right, yeah. And that's
I like this right here. Get your trophy. Earn your trophy. You get the kills. You got time. Let that trophy counter tick up a little bit. It seems like disrespect, but honestly, just make sure you have a trophy in later rounds.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That extra little bit of time to kind of get that up there definitely makes a difference. We're sitting at 5-0 right now. Rumble have been, they've been aggressive throughout this. So this is a hard feat for Rated Texas to be able to come back here. But we'll see what they can do. Again, anything can happen in something like this, big shifts and big turns. Looks like Doze has picked up the bomb here. They might be eyeballing B possibly. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're sitting there looking to head over to B. Ham's got a couple people right there. He's got the bomb.
That's a lot of info. You gotta get that kill.
Oh, that was huge. That was huge.
Here's the benefit to First Blood. This is always the unspoken benefit. Even if you get traded out, you have info on that second player. You get the first kill, even if you get traded out, you got info on that second player. So for Ham not getting that kill, you know what I mean? Like, all they did was get the kill and grab info. I mean,
Right.
that's a hard watch, right? You just want to see Ham get that off bomb. It just hesitated a little bit there. Saw the Lamborghinis of that player laying down, trying to get the bomb down, but ends up making a costly mistake. And just like that, you got a hot 6-0 and a handshake. We're going into the map number 3.
Yep. So we're sitting 1-1 right now, and that was a huge. I feel like that was almost like a statement piece from LA saying, "Yo, we're not down and out. We're here to play. Let's go." So that definitely was a statement there. But again, we kind of talked about it as well. Search and destroy is such a different beast. So some people just, and again, it's not a lack of skill or anything like that. It just takes different, there's different technical things that you can look to do, and sometimes that gets the better of other people. Again, this is the first match too. So, or not the first match, but the first day, for the season. So people are still kind of shaking off the cobwebs a little bit, getting used to playing with new folks and stuff like that too. So again, I love these where they're going back and forth, because it really is anybody's game to win at this point. So I'm excited for map 3 and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, map 3 is going to be super interesting. Different game mode, new game mode that we're playing this year. I think it's great. I think it's exciting. I love the game mode. I love the strategy of the game mode. And yeah, again, it's respawn and search and destroy. We talked about the difference. The first map looked very close. The search and destroy didn't. So the discipline's there. You know what I mean? So now you just got to pull that together. And now you kind of have a hybrid mode, right? Where dying kind of matters more on the map. You have static spawns. So when you die, especially with the objective, you lose a lot of ground. And where do you die with that objective? And like, do you know, Overload. If you guys don't know, playing a W. If the bomb drops, W, go back to mid. So it's like I look at it kind of like tennis, right? As soon as you make that hit across the net, what's the first thing you do in tennis? You get back to the middle and you position yourself. As soon as they have possession of that bomb, position yourself. People like the trick. You can get juked out of your pants in this game mode. I think it's exciting. I'm ready to see what the discipline is here for both these teams after both these teams losing a map.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, we saw Omit and Atlanta in a similar position where Omit ended up just absolutely dominating. They had their perimeter locked down around the zone, and then they were being aggressive and offensive. So it'll be interesting to see, what the strategy each team employs, if they send more folks over to go and do their dunking, or they have people kind of sit back, kind of guarding that perimeter and playing more heavy on the defensive side as opposed to being more offensive minded.
Right. When these players have offense, I wanna start looking at who is their offensive line, right? Who has their helmets down? Who's pushing through those front lines, getting those kills, and letting that ball move up the field? Yeah, dude, I love this game mode. I love having a movable objective now. I'm so excited that we have something like this again.
It's fun. And I know after map one, Adonis on LA was sitting at a 1.65 KD. I believe they finished 5-1 during SND as well. So they are holding strong over there for LA Rumble. And of course, you got the dynamic duo of Ham and Zifted as well. So I think we're getting back into the matches here, and here we are. Adonis gets first blood here. Let's see what the strat is here. This is a good map too. This map's got a lot of verticality to it, which could play a factor in this.
I'll be curious to see how this rolls out. We're back on Scar. Gotta love it. Take control of top blue. I mean, I think it's easier capping going towards green. You're rotating hotel. I mean, there's such a small gap between the hotel steps and A, right?
Right.
And really, you have to set up for A. It's a constant setup for A. B is super easy to get to. And honestly, if you have the ball, you can kind of juke them over on this B side. But almost the first score going in. But Zifted trying to carry the ball over towards that P3 side is eventually going to fall. Who was that on? It was Green Doze on that heady, just trying to get pushed up on the map. Not really waiting for teammates. I'd like to see Adonis kind of with this main AR role, slaying really, really well on that first map. Get pushed up, try to get a kill here, but they do eventually fall.
And Green Doze is looking to try to get over to that A point, but gets got in the end, so it's not going to score. Defense is holding up tight right now. Nobody being able to put anything on the board, but I'm sure that's going to shift soon. Rated Texas is down everybody. LA Rumbles, this is an opportunity for them to go in and score. He's trying to, looks like, nope. Monka gets got. Oh my God, right there. Holy
No.
crap. I cannot believe they didn't score.
I really like I think this is kind of a faded play. I think Ham just ran the bomb in the wrong area. I think they should have played over towards, look at where Knack is. Knack is already ready to go on the side. Gets a kill, starts a bomb, and now Knack's in a difficult position where if your teammates fall fast, you're going to have to kind of backtrack here. But luckily, who was that for? You have Dios pulling off a great kill on Hotel. You got control of Hotel side. I mean, it's situational, right? You're gonna run the ball where you run the ball. I would have loved to see it run on that P3 side, though. I feel like Knack had a lot of ground covered already had a head glitch, and had a lot of info. Nobody was there. So we keep an eye out for that. See where these players are running it. Is that a miscommunication maybe with Knack, or was that just a split decision? Because now ball's just reset. Oh, this is a score. This is a score. This has to be, right?
They got a 3-banger down, and he gets got. Holy shit. I can't believe it. They were right there. Oh my gosh. Nobody wanting to score right now. Holy crap. The defense is staunch. They are staunch. Zifted getting a 2-banger in, but trades off with it might have been Doze there. Doze getting a headshot. That was nice.
Yeah, Doze backing out. I like the play there. Back down, kind of wait for your teammate. We need to see a little bit of teammate support there. I feel like we're seeing the device kind of be in the front of this line. We're not really seeing teammates slaying out for this device player just yet. I feel like so this device player is getting really close to the point and is about to cap. However, you don't have your guns in front of you, and that's what you need. I like the setup here. A hit, right? Right? Is it a hit? No,
That's
it's
nice.
not.
It's got to.
It's not.
I don't. This is insane. I don't know how.
I
But
mean,
you're
just
right. I
score
think
anyway.
you're
We
100%. There it is. There it is. LA Rumble getting it in, dunking it home, and getting that first point. This is
I know.
absolutely nuts.
I know when ranked comes out, this is going to be the game mode that makes me crash out. This is going to be the one, dude. That does me in.
This is it. This is it. I thought Taj might be able to get in there and get both or at least that's 2. That was huge.
Yeah, who is this? Zipted, kind of last player alive over towards this blue side of the map. Is going to kind of have to play. It's going to have to finesse their life a little bit here. It needs to get a kill. But I like this really big team gunfight. The
Green Dose
slide.
gets in.
Yeah, the pocket blicky comes out, dude, and absolutely
Wow.
rips Dios.
Wow. That was absolutely huge. Rated Texas. I mean, again, they're playing pretty solid defense. I think you're right, though. We're seeing a lot of 1v1s happening as opposed to, somebody has the bomb and there's only one or a gun there. That person's getting taken out and they're not able to get it in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you gotta have a front line, right? You gotta protect your objective. Again, the objective is moving at all times. Yes, you do have set goals, right? You do have A and B that you gotta protect and move advance on, but you have to get the device there. So having a roaming objective really means that you just need a front line.
Yeah. And you think that's the adjustment maybe that we see here? Maybe we see a few more going out and being a little more aggressive on the offensive side? Or do they just stick to the plan and try to finish off one of those moments? Because they've been close. They've been close multiple times.
Yeah, they've been super close multiple times, but the LA Rumble right now just doing a really good job. They got 2, what I would argue is probably bad side of the map. So I think this can get out of hand really fast because you played at 8, right? So as soon as you get into the second half, you're no longer just playing for 4. That first half, you're always playing for that 4. Obviously, we rarely see people hit 8. But when you can start steamrolling these teams on good side in the second half, you can score more than just 4. I
Zipty gets
think
it
it's
in.
crazy. Yeah, really
Zipty
really
gets
great
it in.
play.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. Got the kill, snuck in on the backside, laid it in. Zifted is absolutely killing it, sitting there on a 5-kill streak. Got the bomb again as well, but gets taken down. Oh man, this is anybody's game. There's plenty of time left as well, so they just got to play smart, keep playing their game, making the moves that they're making, and get that offense in. Tie this up a little bit.
Yeah, I would have liked to maybe see Taj take up a little bit more of the map into green than what we just saw. I felt like they obviously waited for their teammate to push up until they pushed up, but I think that was definitely a moment where they could have maybe kind of forced themselves in green a little bit better. But hey, you're up 1. Keep the ball out of their hands, play your zones, and then we'll be looking pretty. We'll be good. You know what I mean? LA Rumble.
Yeah.
Look. You don't want a turtle, right? You obviously want to keep playing the ball forward because a turtle's head will eventually gets poked, dude. The stick always pokes the turtle's head.
Facts. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get in there because they're sitting back, obviously holding that lead down. And never mind. Zifted gets it in to tie it up 2-all. Zifted is not playing around, y'all. Zifted came out ready to play.
Zifted's looking really good right now at 20 and 14. 2 overload scores, doing it all for that. I would be curious. I wish COD Spectator showed their overall score that they had in the map because I'm pretty sure their score right now would be ridiculous. I don't think there's anyone doing it on the map like they're doing right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think LA Rumble here, they need to get off their heels a little bit here. Otherwise, Raid Texas is not playing around, and they've kicked up the intensity here. So we'll see if LA Rumble does the same. But again, when you see, I feel like there's been a bit of a momentum shift here from LA Rumble over to Rated Texas, and the momentum is definitely favoring Rated Texas right now. Obviously, Zifted coming in with those 2 dunks, bringing his team back to tie it up 2-all with 150 left.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if LA Rumble is strictly going to rely on their S&D strategies because there's 3 respawns, right? So you win that first S&D, you still have 2 respawns you got to get out of the way. So yes, they did get an early lead. However, this is now looking good for Texas. And when momentum starts to roll, momentum really starts to roll, and especially in a game like Call of Duty that's so fast-paced. Those gunfights just happen so fast, man. Sometimes, especially in a game mode like this,
boom,
you spawn up and you're in a gunfight, and Rated Texas scoring again.
That's 3. That's 3-0. They're on a 3-0 run right now of scores. LA Rumble has got to get off their heels. It looks like right now, they've got. I can't tell who it was that had the bomb. Oh, it was Zifted's got bomb on Rated Texas side. Rumble. It doesn't look like anybody has bomb on their end. I don't know what the strat is here, but they're gonna have to score here soon. We got about 40 seconds left in this round. They're down by a score as Knack is taken out. Green Doze and Taj both fall as well. And it looks like Dios is trying to come in here on that backside. And I did not see that coming. Zifted again! Zifted again! Zifted said, you know what, just here, hop in my backpack. I got this, y'all.
Yeah. This is another moment where Taj needs to get forward on this map. Needs to get this kill, play a lot of momentum. Ball guy did go down. Seven's got to stay up. Just defend that. Don't just drop down and grab. I think right now, LA Rumble, they were obviously in a spot where they needed to cap fast, but I think there was a lot of anxiousness with the device. I felt like it was either go, 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 or stop, stop, stop. And it's a delicate balance. It's a nice ballerina dance of objective play. And, you know, Texas comes out, they win another respawn, and we're going back to a hard point. And obviously we saw the first half of the first hard point, and they just did a really good job on this overload. And this could be it. This could be a 3-1, man. The respawns are not looking good.
Yeah, no, that was a tough comeback too. And again, I've got to give it up to Zifted. Zifted went absolutely nuts during that match, not only getting all them kills, but making sure to score and dunk those charges as well. So I'm curious to see what they do. Obviously, that momentum swing was huge. We'll see here coming out of the break if they're able to continue that momentum or what kind of adjustments LA makes if they get back on that offensive grind. Because it seemed almost, and again, I'm guessing it's probably inadvertent, but once they were up 2-0, it almost felt like they had kind of gotten back on their heels a little bit, and it felt like they were maybe playing a little more defensive, whereas you had somebody like Zifted that was going in and just punching it in over and over again. Yeah. I'm curious to see.
Yeah, that's super hard, right? When you have a player like Zifted frying and scoring, you know what I mean, and has a lot of support around them. I mean, a game mode like that, they turned up on the second half.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. Wow. So 2-1, Texas is leading as we go into our fourth map. That was, you said, are we going to our next map or our next match now, or are we going to take a moment? We may be taking a moment here. Just give it a hot second and we will get that stuff figured out. But we'll see if Rumble's able to come in here on this fourth map and get things done, tie it back up, or if Texas will be able to run away with it. We shall see.
What I'm seeing right now I'm looking at a couple of stats that just came up. Zifted dropped to 1.47. And then we're also going to note here that LA also did outslay Texas. That right there goes to show you that you're getting kills, but you're not getting kills in necessarily the right way or the right time. You really just got to start making sure, again, you have that offense defense mindset. When are you getting kills on the map? Are you pushing forward? Map control, map control, map control. It's so important. It's so important.
That's huge. And you don't, I guess I don't really think about that too. Like you think, oh, they got all the kills and stuff like that. But again, it's really more so about the objective and what you're doing and how that's affecting, you know, your team and being able to hit that objective, get the points. Or is it just, you know, hey, I'm getting these kills, but they're not, you know, they're kills, but they're not having as big of an impact as some other ones may have. So sometimes the numbers, you know, when you look at them, they're not, you know, they actually tell a different story than what it looks like.
Yeah, it's wild stuff, man. A lot of people play for stats, you know what I mean? And a lot of people kind of play for themselves. But when you start to see a team really come together, a lot of the times they don't even need to get those slays. They just need to get the timing and, again, the map.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, we got, let's see. Sorry, that was, yeah, we should be going here in a second. Again, Texas up 2-1 on LA Rumble. We'll see if they're able to make up for that here in this next game and tie it back up and whatnot. So we'll see.
I think they can do it. I really do.
No, I agree. I still think it's anybody. They're playing so evenly, I feel like, and it's really dependent on the mode that they're playing and how they're doing things. It looks like LA Rumble's out here to an early lead, taking on .1. Next, getting some kills there. Got a 3-banger there.
Yeah,
That
just ignore the score here. Pretend Raid Texas has 2 little white squares above their score. They are up 2-1 in this series. This is a hardpoint map that I think actually plays. Honestly, this is my favorite map in the game. I think it plays really well. There's a lot of evenness to it. Even when you rotate around the map, the rotations feel very even. So when you go from 2, 3, and 4, when you start making those rotations around the map, I feel like it's a very similar strategy. So I'm curious to see how these players mix up similar rotations. How do they cut all the way across the back? Do they take control of top mid? Top mid and bottom tunnel are very, very important on this map, especially when you're controlling traffic, right? The ARs, control traffic. You are the stoplight, you are the green light. You're also the yellow light, you know what I mean? You just dig that info, give it. Don't let unnecessary people collide into each other. Make sure everybody is going 2v2, and that blue kill feed is driving me nuts. LA Rumble. I mean, they need this map, and they're playing like they need it. Team killed there from Zifted to Dios. Zifted making up for it by picking up a kill, but that time is blue right now. LA Rumble doing the best they can to bring this to a map number 5 and bring it to another Search and Destroy.
Yeah, and don't forget the first Search and Destroy the first Hardpoint game, the first one. Remember, we had a similar story where, you know, they had, I think it was it the Rumble maybe had a huge lead, and that was that the distance was closed. So don't let the scores fool you as we go through. It's just a few rotations and shifts that can completely change the momentum here going in. And it looks like Rumble is sitting there. They're on point. Dios looking at Green Doze is defending here. I don't know if that dude sees him around the boat, but that was a huge defense there as LA Rumble continued to score. We got about 30 seconds left too, so there's a lot of time still sitting for them to score. We'll see if Rated Texas is able to get in there and at least maybe contest. That was a huge kill from the back there.
Every hill is a money hill. You can get 60 seconds from every hill. Play like it. You know what I mean? Like, your ARs, protect your children. Like, are you comfortable with them taking public transit in New York City by themselves? No? Okay. Watch over them. Allow your subs to push up. Hit this front. Get time. Get out. And how well do you swap in and out of these hard points? But right now you're starting to see Rated Texas starting to try to get a little bit of control of this P4. A lot of really scrappy gunfights, but again, that blue kill feed, man, it can be so dangerous. This game, man, 40 seconds left in this P4 can spiral out of control in this hard point. You need, again, if that team's likely to win that transfer on the P2, from P1 to P2, they're probably going to do it from P3 to P4. It's very similar rotations.
Yeah, and that was a tough stop there as Rumble did get got. Rated Texas is sitting on there and Rumble is taking it over. The big thing that I'm noticing is that even when Rated Texas is getting the point, they're not able to sit on the point for very long. So they don't have a lot of people that are in position to be able to defend it once they do take over that point. And we'll get this rotation here. And it looks like
we're going back over to P1, so expect to see a lot of nades. You know, do you have your trophies? You have your trophies this time around. This player has a trophy. Toss it. Don't get stunned. Don't get naded. Toss it down.
That dude was still there.
Yeah, use your utility. You have more than just your firearm in this game. You have nade. You have stuns. You have trophy. Really use your utility. It's just, yeah, it's efficiency, right? Especially in a respawn, because it all happens so fast.
Yeah, and that, you know, that would have been a perfect spot to use that too. It was such an enclosed space, so anything that gets tossed up there is going to have an effect on you. So having that trophy system out is absolutely huge. As Zifted got. And I think the hard point is open at the moment. They should be making the rotation over, and it looks like Rated Texas is going to get that point out the gate here. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, LA Rumble. I think the colors might be flipped.
Yeah, look at that Green Dust with a nasty 4-piece, dude. Xbox clip that, dude.
Oh my god.
Xbox clip that.
Nice.
Don't say the magic word. Xbox turn off, dude. He'll go into the shadow room. He'll lose all of his life points. Yeah. But man, this blue kill feed again. It's a 100-point lead now for LA Rumble. You gotta look at Green, 24-9 with 1:15 in time. I mean, that's what you want to see from a player like that. And Zifted doing a lot of the work right now for their team. Nobody really having that much time. The time stat can be a little misleading because of multiple people, but Green Dose just going in right now. More blue kill feed.
No, Green Nose is going absolutely nuts right now, and it is showing. It is having a marginal difference as they're about to hit the 180 mark. And we'll see again, it's not over. They need to get some, oh Lord. This is not, we'll see what point that if they're able to get anybody with this. It'll be a little difficult as everybody goes inside. Yeah.
Just so you know, a streak also takes out trophies in this game. There's been a couple of games in the past where streaks don't. So really good job there. Even if you can't get a kill, always just try to land that streak in the point. Keeps people off of it, destroys the utility that's on it. It's just super helpful.
Yeah, and that was a huge kill there as Rumble get back on the point and they start scoring. They're close to the 200 mark. Rated Texas has got to get there. This is going to be difficult, though. Again, like we're talking about, anytime they're getting to the actual point, they're not able to stay on for very long as they just don't have the positioning or people have already died. So it's going to be tough for them to overcome this. This is 100 points down. Zifted, though, coming in with a 3-banger. Sitting pretty at 22 and 17.
I would like to hop on board with Uber driver. If you could stop by the Dios POV for me, please, on the way home. I would love to see Dios because Dios right now is struggling just a little bit here. And we need to see how players like this pick up momentum later in the series. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to watch when people are getting slammed. But this is good for 2 reasons. It's good for me to understand why he's getting slammed. It's good for him later on the road. But 6 and 22, I mean, you got to start getting some of these slays. You're running the AR. You need to start hitting those headies. Maybe do a little bit of 1-pumps on here. You got to start being careful. Like, stay on the heady here, right? You see how he broke out and he was just a little bit too far in that gap. You've now exposed your whole body to the gunfire of players like Green does. Like, use that heady. Make sure you're staying behind cover, right? Anything helps. Grenades bounce off of it. And Dios, You can do this. It's not over. The score gap's actually getting less and less. It's now 70. It's under 100.
Yep. No, and you're right. And and Dios, I've been in that position too, where everything is just kind of backsliding. Then you start kind of getting in your head a little bit. Those are the moments where you really do need to lock in. And Ham popping off with a 5-kill streak as well, as they're ticking up. We're 195 to 140. So it's not over yet, folks. They are locking in here, trying to get over to the next point. We see Ham making his way up there. I don't think they see that person in the corner, though. That's going to be difficult, yeah.
Dios and Ham starting to get a couple of kills now. That KD is getting softer and softer, and that time is going up. When Zifted had 37 seconds of time, he had the most time on the team. But now you see players like Ham and Dios stepping up. Knack doing a little bit of work in the slaying department as well. So you see the realization, right? Yes, I'm getting killed. However, let's take up space on the map. Let's at least get this info. Let's do as much damage as we can. You know what? Let's get score while we're at it. Ham starting to fry a little bit. So that kill feed hasn't been strictly blue for a long time. Again, I want to see Dios, man, just use those headies.
Yeah, and well, and kind of like you're saying too, we're starting to see that time creep up for Dios. So maybe that's a realization. Yo, I'm not getting the kills. Let me at least try to get on the point and sit on the point. But again, it's a detriment when you're spending a lot of time dead. It is a disadvantage for your team. As Monka gets got, Nat coming in, trying to slide in from the back here to that next point. This is not going to bode well for him, I don't think.
I think Rated Texas right now, I know we've been talking about like increasing the slaying power and like playing like headies a little bit better, but like let's look at how the game's unfolding right now. There's been I wouldn't say a big momentum shift, but it's definitely become even. And Rated Texas, they've started to close that gap, and they're 40 seconds away from tying this game up. And as I say that, they take control of the point. They're starting to get some kills. Knack is stepping up. Zifted's getting the help. Ham's getting the time. Dios, probably is going even now. Had a rough start. But look at that. They're controlling the map. They're looking the right direction. And this is another good assessment here from Rated Texas on how well they've been playing these respawns. To be able to go down 100, even be this close right now on this P4 rotation. Yeah, it's crazy. Great, right? Even if you lose this map, it was close, dude. A lot of people say I would rather lose 100 to like 250 to 0 than 250 to 249. No, that's check. I would rather believe I could have won that map and go into the next one and be like, yo, I know we got this. There's not a hard conversation you gotta have. Dios, like if you're not slaying super crazy on the map, you can raise your hand, say like, maybe my bad, take responsibility for not slaying. However, they have 54 seconds of time. So even if this map ends the way it's looking right now, hold your head up high, because this S&D is around the corner, and LA Rumble, man, they're gonna bring the Rumble when this S&D comes through.
Absolutely, and it looks like they're gonna finish it off here. Yep, that'll do it. LA Rumble is going to take that. And you're right. I feel like if Rated Texas had a little more time, they would have completed that comeback. And I think that also goes to show too just how important, kind of kicking things off, having that huge lead out the gate for LA Rumble was huge. They were able to kind of go back a little bit, and granted, Rated Texas damn near came back and won that. The final score looks bigger than what we just witnessed here. But yeah, that was huge for Rumble to take that. That ties it back up. That's 2-2 now, right? I believe.
Yep, 2-2. We're going to a game 5 S&D. Last time we saw an S&D, we saw LA really just pick it up. You know what I mean? 6-0 on a raid is insane. But we're going to be playing a different map. Can't play the same map twice on S&D. So I'm curious to see what they'll be playing coming up, and I'm super excited to see how this S&D unfolds. Texas, keep your head up high. That game could have been bad, but, it's your time to turn up. Dios, you didn't slay very hard. That's okay. You got the time. Pick your head up. get these kills in the S&D because this is when it matters.
Yeah, on to the next one. You can't dwell on what just happened. You got to keep it moving forward. And again, just looking at what happened the first time they played S&D, granted it's going to be, or it was a different map. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make. We'll see if LA comes in and looks to bang them out like they did before and just go super aggressive. And we'll see again at the end there with how Texas performed there at the end, coming in with a little bit of momentum going into S&D. You got to wipe away what happened before because this is a new match. This is a new map, all that good stuff, and anything can happen. It is coming down to the final game, map 5. Let's freaking go.
Map 5, let's go. I'm going to take a minute to reflect on this map 4 real fast. We're going to look at bussin' or busted. Right now, busted, Green Dose, 40 and 25 on that last map. Ooh. Dios on the other side going 15 and 35. I'm curious to see how both of these players play in this next game. You know what I mean? Like Green Dose, you get too confident, you start over-challenging. Dios, do you play a little bit scared? Like how, let's work together as a team.
And this is where, you know, it kind of shows the character, too, of these competitors. Are you able to pick yourself back up, especially after having a crappy match? I know myself, once I start sliding, it's a hard slide, and I'm just like, I gotta walk away. I gotta reset. But obviously, when you're in a competitive play, you can't do that. So you've got to be able to take what you did, learn from the mistakes that you made, and keep it moving and hopefully improve. And we saw that there at the end there. So we'll see if they're able to make those adjustments and see what kind of effect it has as we go into this next S&D match. To see who wins it all.
Dude, I'm so excited. I love Game 5 S&D, man. I've played like 20 years now of S&D chows, and like it's something I refuse to play, but it's something I refuse to play now, but I love watching this, man. I'm so ready. I love being stressed for other people, dude. I go to McDonald's, I watch other people order. I love it when I see old people use the self-checkout. I love being stressed for other people, dude. So I'm super excited to see a Game 5 S&D.
I think that's what it is. I think I also enjoy that. Like, I can't play horror games, but I love watching people play horror games.
No horror games for me. No movies. I'm not walking through that haunted house. I don't care what haunted corn maze you have. I am not going through that. But I will watch a friend. Dude.
Yeah, no, and these matches today have been absolutely fantastic. Again, omit Brooklyn winning over Atlanta Guard, and here we are. This is for all the Magilla.
I'm so ready, dude. I'm ready to see how the mozzarella falls on this pizza, man. Is it too much? Is it too little? Let's see. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, we've got Green Dose holding bomb for LA Rumble right now. Rated Texas on the defense. This has got some interesting 8 high points as well. I'm curious to see how they utilize those high points in this. This map has a lot of verticality to it.
This map does have a surprising amount of verticality to it, and I love how open the sides are, right? So there's a lot of verticality like on the solar and satellite side. Oh, some crusty shots going across the map, dude. They're so scary. But Taj in a 1v3, right? Try not to get caught out in the open. I mean, there's a lot of open lanes. Mid's open. You got deserts open, solar sides open. Like, how are you going to play around this map? How are you going to finesse it? Do you hit Zig? Do you stay in this top tunnel? Like, where are we going with this?
Well, Taj, I don't think saw him. They didn't see Taj either. Holy crap.
No, if bomb goes down, it's going to be wild. Oh, no.
This is going to be huge. This is huge. I think there's still somebody else. Oh, there is somebody else up there in that little container.
Yeah, they have no idea, and they're not going to be able to get bombed down as well.
No. Yeah. That is going to do it there as Rated Texas takes that first game. That was huge. And you're right, there are like that map has a lot of openness to it, especially when it comes to those bomb points, dude. Like, you got to look up, down, sideways, left, right, you know what I mean? Like,
I know
Jeez.
players like Slasher love this map. Play for picks. It's just an AR on a heady playing for a pick. Dude, I love it, man. It's so good. Honestly, like a lot of people have been like kind of mixed feelings about the maps in this game. I feel this is a very traditional map. Like look at this AR. Ham is just trying to put shots in across the map. Has a heady, and there's just so much space between them and the other player.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like too the map is kind of making the team slow down a little more and be a little less aggressive because it's easy to run down a lane and just get clipped in the head like that.
I honestly kind of view this map as like reverse raid. I feel like the boxes in middle are kind of on the side of the maps, and then you have this openness in mid, similar to poolside. You have a little bit of close where you can kind of cut through, but I feel like this is kind of reverse raid. So I'm curious to see what the pacing looks like as far as that goes. You have a zigzag, you have a top window, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's just the difference is you can't, there's a clear line of sight between mid and desert.
Yo, and right now, this looks like it's favoring Rated Texas as they plant the bomb down, and they've only got to kill Adonis left. It's a 2v1 right now. We'll see if Adonis is able to kind of even it up here a little bit and have a shot at never mind. And that answers that. Rated Texas up 2-0. Oh man, what a difference. What a difference already it has made from the first map to this map. And I feel like this map is favoring I'm sorry. I'm totally spacing on the name. The Rated Texas. I don't know why I had Atlanta in my head. It seems like Rated Texas, this map is definitely favoring them right now. So we'll see if LA Rumble is able to kind of swap this momentum a little bit and get something going here.
Well, like I said, when I brought up in my made believe caster segment of busting or busted, Dios and Green Dose, look at those scores.
Yep.
They have completely flopped.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah,
absolutely huge.
So big.
It looks like Monka is down right now with Doze. Doze has got the bomb. Maybe looking towards the B side. So we'll see if they're able to get in, get some kills down there. We've got Zifted sitting here looking and protecting A. A Green Doze just sitting there waiting, hoping to get a kill. They're down 4. Yeah, it's 3-1. It's a 1v3 again. Green Doze, last person standing here on LA Rumble side.
You gotta get that kill.
I can't believe that.
No, that makes the 1v3 so much harder. Not only do you not get the kill, but now all these players know you are. But hold up. 17 seconds. Yeah, you got to slam, dude. You got no time to waste. You're not on a streak. You got to go.
Yeah.
But they're expecting a rotation. Look at these arrows. The only one that's really hanging out behind is number 8. Is 8 going to check it? 8 is going to check it. They're going to get the good timing. And look who it is. It's Dios. Dios, from the last map to this map, a complete turnaround, trying to make it up for the KD stats later. They're playing for themselves right now. Look at this guy.
Huge. Absolutely. What a huge turnaround. Again, we talked about that too. That really says something about a person's character and a player's character. You know, having a rough match or a game beforehand and then coming in and being like, yo, I gotta lock it in. Let's go. It's not over. We still got business to do.
One map is always one map. You always play for the next map. Even if you lose a series, you play for the next map. And Dios is a perfect example right now of showing that off.
Sitting at 5-0, flashbang going out. Zifted's got bomb. Ooh, we got some long shots happening, but Ham is gonna get got by Green Doze. They've got to be able to capitalize on this.
That might be their first blood, by the way.
Yeah, I think you're right. Looks like, yeah, still kind of Zifted sitting with bomb. Playing it real easy, though. Getting back a little bit. Todd sitting up top, defending A. And it looks like I can't. Who's that other person? There's somebody else there. It might be Monka over at A, just laying down there as well. They are playing heavy there on the A side. But
Been about
it looks
30
like
seconds, and we haven't seen another death yet right now. So as far as Rated Texas is going, they're holding this 3v4
They
pretty
plant?
well. Yeah, they got the plant. I would say it's pretty even now. Yeah, you're at a life disadvantage. However, you are forcing LA Rumble into a choke. This bomb
Facts.
side's pretty easy to defend. You give away a lot of info when you approach it. Dios left into 1v4. Dude, keep your streak. Keep your streak. Keep your streak. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Did he get streaks there? I don't know if he earned a cruise missile or not. Honestly, give up the round, get the cruise missile.
Yeah, that would have been huge. That was a nice defense by Rumble there. That puts them on the board. We're sitting at 3-1. We'll see what they do. If that's going to be a momentum shift for them, if they've kind of been able to make some adjustments on their end, we'll see how that translates. That also a little bit there, that also kind of swings some momentum over to their side. They need it as they play from behind. Rated Texas looking strong. Dio sitting at 6-1, heading up the leaderboard there.
Yeah, Dios did not end up earning that streak. So, I mean, you're 6-1, but that streak could have been still valuable. Again, especially where on a map where both bomb sites are in open air. That wasn't the case on the, I mean, that is the case on the last S&D map, but having streaks on a map like this is so important.
So you think, so then that was the move then. Dio should have just backed out, saved, and waited until this next round so they can get the streak?
Man, that, in my head, yes. Dude, but if let's say I say that out loud, right? He clutches the 1v4. Dude, I look like I am fried in the brain, right? There's always that chance where he like pops out, gets the guy defusing, someone's in an off position, and then, you know what I mean? It could be a faded take, but I'm playing for the streak.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And Rated Texas takes them down easily there. That was nice. We'll see. This is gonna be a tough challenge here for Rumble. They're gonna have to lock in here as they're down 4-1. Yeah, Monka's having a tough time here over on the Rumble side, and like we talked about, Dios is absolutely flashing out here. Says, I don't care about the last game. I'm here to win.
No, I know I'm commenting. I'm not supposed to be in chat. Somebody in chat said, "Can I get 5 big booms for 0-5?" It's like, but yeah, no. I mean, that's obviously a point of topic, right? You got to get these kills. You're playing S&D. You can't just be a life throwaway. Adonis getting the first blood on Knack. Really good job. Finally getting another first blood. I think the last time they got a first blood, I believe they ended up winning the round. So,
yes. Yep.
Again, those first bloods are so important. Have the advantage on the map. Ham with bomb. Dios as backup. Great player to have as backup, especially on this map right now. Going to allow Dios to play up on that heady, get some info. That bomb player is going to play far back. Nobody on LA Rumble is really pushed up on the map, so this bomb player does have the option to wrap. That number 2, Boom, is in a position to get a lot of info, especially if they cut mid, but you got about 25 seconds left, and you need to make a play.
Yeah, a move's got to be happening here soon as Ham looks to unload. Monka's sitting up top waiting for somebody, and that'll do it there. Rumble will take that one. They said it's not over yet, and that'll make it 2-4.
Yeah, and they're one round away from making it very close.
Yeah, and you can tell too, again, these momentum shifts, once you start locking in and figuring it out and like, boom, you get that click moment, all of a sudden things just start going your way. We'll see if they can keep it going here. And then we got to see too if Rated Texas is able to kind of reel things in here, lock in and get that 5th point.
And look who is on the board. It is Boom. Boom's chilling top window. Boom gets a pick. Boom wins the round. Let's go, dude. That's what you want to see. Get some, you know, some self-confidence, some momentum going forward.
Absolutely. Here we go. We're seeing Ham looking down the site. I don't see anybody coming out that backside. Yeah.
Yeah, Green's in a big gunfight right now. Has bomb in an unknowingly 1-2. Green gets one. Gets info on the second player. Zifted giving himself away here. So now the ARs on rated. I mean, the ARs on LA Rumble are going to know where this player is. Dios is kind of caught in the middle of the gunfight as well. Sniper's going to have to pull back and rotate. There is a dead body right there.
Mm.
I mean, you have an option for a pickup weapon now if you're the sniper.
That's true. What's even more interesting too is that Doze is sitting here kind of off by themselves. We'll see their teammates start to pull forward.
Oh,
a
the
little bit.
timing there was insane. As soon as you saw that 8 and 5 arrow move, they said, "Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check the wrap." Zifted, flew out, looked at bomb, barely didn't see that player behind the crate. Big snipe there from Ham. Boom! A Ham!
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Whatever.
Yo. Rumble is not playing around. It is 3-4.
It's S&D time, baby.
Ooh-wee. Golly. Doe said, yo, it ain't over yet. I said it ain't over.
Yeah.
I love it. We'll see what the next move is here in terms of this next game. We'll see if Rumble is able to tie it up here or if Texas is going to lock this in.
Ham did get a nasty 2-piece of the snipe. That was really good eye candy. However, it was the really good patient play by LA Rumble to push up bomb on that B side, lock down that satellite side, and just honestly, they waited for Rated to make a mistake, and they did a good job doing it. Zifted checked that bomb in just like a very bad time, and it worked out for LA Rumble, and they're 1 round away from tying this up. It is now a close game. We were talking about how not close this is, and LA Rumble looking to make a very similar comeback on the S&D level as, you know, as Rated tried to do on the hard point.
Yeah, that would be nuts to see them make that comeback. Zifted with that first blood. That's huge. So that was a trade. Both Zifted and Ham down, but Adonis is the only one left for Rumble.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Don't allow these players to get position here. Oh, spotted one. Didn't use the head. He spots the other one. Has an opportunity, but is going to fall. Oh, that was scary.
Wow. Wow. I thought, all right, here we go. Here we go. I thought he had it for a second. This is absolutely bonkers. This is going to be Dios just monstering this game. Absolutely monstering this game. Huge plays coming out of Dios here. We'll see. This could potentially be.
I have a hot take. I think LA Rumble are gonna hit A. Ranked kids. Every time there's a 5 on the scoreboard, ranked kids always make a weird play. They always do it. I'm faded. They're hitting B. I don't know what it is.
That was a good strong.
No, they're hitting A. Look at the cut towards A. I'm telling you, dude. What I'm telling you is every single time there's a 5 on that board, the strategy changes. It is no longer a B hit. And look, Ham is confused. He's confused right now.
Like, wait a second. Oh my
gosh, bomb down's on A.
Oh, you called it. He called it.
I knew it, dude.
We'll see if they're able to pull this off here. They're sitting 4-1. This is looking pretty for LA Rumble. Yeah, that's going to do it for them. Yo, let's go. Let's go. They said we will not go quietly in the night.
Shout out to my really good friend Zeke for always suggesting the wrong play in around 11. That's how I knew that play was happening. But it worked out. It worked out for LA Rumble. Zeke, you know who you are, dude.
Fantastic. Here we go. Another match point here for Rated Texas. LA Rumble looking to stave off that defeat and make the comeback. Here we go. Dios picks up the bomb. Dios has been killing it, like we said. Dios says, hand me the rock. I need it in my hands.
Said they hit A. I might hit A too.
I can work for them. Good about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gripping the edge of my chair right now, hoping for a round 11. You know, I just want to talk about a round 11 for the next week.
Right. Here we go. They're sitting. Todd's sitting up top, looking over A. Ham trying to come around the side, and Adonis engages, gets stunned, but is able to back off there.
I do really like how Rated Texas has split this map right now. You still have somebody watching your wrap. You have 2 players pushed up right under this guy in window. I don't know if he's there. Ham's in a very dangerous position. I don't know if he knows how much danger he's in. Taj gave up the angle, not seeing Ham, and now we're going to have a successful A push, possibly to end the series in a 3-2 fashion. Bomb's going down on A. Adonis is going to be rotating towards the outside of the map. Ham's in the right position, not able to get the kill. Boom gets a kill. 3v2. Bomb is down on A.
Boom. Rated Texas. That'll do it. That'll do it. Rated Texas gets the dub over LA Rumble. Gosh, damn, that was fun. That was awesome.
That was really good. Obviously, I always hope for a round 11, but that was still really good. Really good job. We saw the last 2 rounds. We saw a little bit of a mix-up there with the A pushes. We're going to be taking a look at these stats right now. Again, Dios, great job. Great bounce back. Look at the damage. 1,400 damage, just about 1,500 damage in an S&D. Bananas.
Insane. Insane. And again,
Bananas.
talk about a turnaround from not doing much slaying the previous game to completely grabbing your team, putting them in your backpack and saying, let's go win this thing. Absolutely fantastic job. Huge hand to the LA Rumble as well. Fantastic showing by them. I love that. That was great. Just to see the comebacks, to slings, momentum slings and whatnot. Okay, we are going to be doing an interview here with Ham in 1 second. You guys
Go grab.
stick around here.
Yeah, no, really good match, really good fun to watch. We got to see some entertainment too with Ham pulling out the sniper. I'm super happy that we got to see a game 5. Really good. And the strategy mix-ups towards the end, honestly, LA Rated was just 1 second off of getting that first pick on Ham in that desert, and Rated Texas just had the timing. They forced these players to move. Player top window jumped out of top window. I think that's a checked move, right? You give up so much info and so much map positioning by jumping out the window. I know that somebody made the call that someone was there, but you just gotta hold tight and stay strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. It's something as small as that completely just changes the landscape. And we saw the results where Rated Texas was able to kind of finish it off there, as LA Rumble we're trying to power back through on that. Is that Ham?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good?
Yo!
What's good?
What's good, man? It was a grueler of a series. Hard fought, but in the end, we shit on them fools.
How much dope did you get when you got that 2-piece with the sniper?
Oh, mad dope. It would have been more dope if we won the round, though. So I didn't get too much dope, but I mean, they were both nasty peaks.
I saw that the round ended. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was a grueler. I fucking hooped on a map 1. Y'all didn't get to witness that. They got a masterclass out of me, but I slowed down and the boys picked me up, man. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna
carried us over the finish line in that last map.
Yeah, I want to ask you kind of like, I don't want to check your dope or anything, but what was the change you made from that map 2 to map 5 in the S&D? I felt like
no change. Like, that was their map and that was our map. That was it. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, no, that's a really good way to look at it. No, you guys had a lot of really good composure in the second map. I also want to shout out Dios for a second for having kind of a rough map number 4, but Dios bouncing back on map number 5. What were the comms like with that bounce back after that map 4? Were you guys pretty calm?
Yes, because the way it ended, so we were like down bad. If you would have, I mean, we were down what, like 140, 150?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were down bad, and so the comms got like pretty bad there. And then I think it was Zifted kind of locked us in, told us all to lock in. And once we started hooping on them, so we actually finished that map like crazy strong. I think we lost by like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was very close. Honestly, it was
Yeah, so
probably one
we
or
actually,
two
even though we
gunfights
lost
in the
that
back.
map, we went into the last map like with some positive energy. So
Oh, I'm glad you guys
That's
took
what
away
we're-
that.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that's kind of what we were talking about as well, was the fact that, you know, going from a match like that and just kind of regaining your composure and going into that last map, locking in and getting that dub.
yeah, man, it was a grueler of a series. We had a blast, dude. Like that shit gave us some energy. I got a little over. I shit on them so bad that first map, and y'all didn't get to witness the masterclass. And then I got shit on so bad in map 3. And so it was just kind of a back and forth, but like nobody got too checked, and like when we did, you know, everybody we calmed each other down. Mainly Zifted. Zifted took over and slapped us when we needed to be slapped, and Knack had a great series. Knack wasn't even supposed to play. We didn't even think we were gonna have 4, and he came in and he was doing his thing.
Yeah, you guys seem like you had some pretty decent chemistry. You guys made a lot of really good plays together, and especially when we watched that Overload, you guys technically lost in the slaying category. However, you guys had a lot more meaningful runs, and you guys were a lot deeper on the map, and I feel like everything had its intention. I mean, this is the first year playing this game mode. Do you like the game mode? What do you feel about it?
Yeah, I like the game mode. It's just nobody's really repped it too much, and so like that first half, I think we were down 2-0 going into the halftime of the Overload. And if you like watch that first half, we were just playing like separate, like 2-2s, and we were like, you got to think of like the control aspect of it, where you know, if we're fighting, you know, different sides of the map, you know, we're fucking somebody over on the other side because we're just spawning them on them. So like we talked about it in the intermission, just working in a line together, getting pushed up their side. And playing for that second wave of kills before we worried about the point, and then we just started running them down.
Awesome. Well, we don't want to keep you too long. I mean, Smitty, do you have anything you want to?
No, I think you guys. Yeah, I think you summed it up nicely. You know, again, Ham, GG's to you guys and the team. A hell of a way to kick off the season, and we're looking forward to your guys' future matches.
Yeah, I got all I gotta say. I mean, them guys are shooters, but fuck LA Rumble, Texas on top. Let's go.
I'm from LA.
GG's.
Just kidding.
All right. Appreciate the interview.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
So that was good. Again, hell of a showing there by Texas, coming out on top there with that final S&D match over the LA Rumble. That was huge, and there's a lot of good matches. This has been a fantastic way to kick off the season and really set the tone for the kind of matches that we're going to be having here in the future as well.
Yeah, and I just want to take this moment because it looks like we're starting to wrap up here, and I want to thank everyone. Thank you for obviously the people that came out and watched the stream. I want to thank you guys for letting me come in and commentate, especially the last second. I mean, it means a lot to me. I love talking about Call of Duty. I love talking to you guys about Call of Duty. Want to shout out Zifted, MVP. I want to shout out the players, obviously every single player that plays in these. We have a couple of matches coming up tomorrow. We have Ohio Scarlet versus Miami Homeland. We have Colorado Peak versus Las Vegas Dream. The Ohio Miami match is going to be first. And then I want to thank you for commentating with me, and I want to thank the producers and the drivers, like everybody that goes into making an experience like this possible, except for Sony for crashing our game on us in game 1. Just kidding. No, I thank you too, because you provided the console that we get to watch Call of Duty on.
Absolutely huge. And again, huge thank you for stepping in here last minute and holding it down with us. I know we appreciate it. Huge thank you to the production team, everybody out there that was watching. Make sure, if you haven't, make sure you followed. Go check out the socials as well. These teams, these guys, the league, LSL is all on there. So make sure you're staying in touch with that. so you're able to catch all the matches. Again, we've just kicked off season 1, so we'll be back again tomorrow with some more matches. And until then, we hope you guys have a great night.
Have a good night. Remember, Ohio Scarlet, Miami Homeland, Colorado Peak versus Las Vegas Dream tomorrow. See you next time.